You checked our shitters, honey?
Clark, please.
Shitter was full!
If you've ever wondered what it's like to be in Marina, Chiapas as a cruiser, this episode is for you. And in the event you've wondered who we've met while we're down here, well, we're going to introduce you to a few people. And do not worry, there's always going to be boat projects too. So let's do this.
I should introduce Elizabeth properly to you on the good ship Pegasus, this ship Pegasus and our previous Pegasus. Elizabeth is the captain. Now, formally, technically, I'm the captain for purposes of dealing with the Mexican Spanish
Yes.
warfare or paperwork.
Exactly.
And the genesis of this command structure occurred some 13 years ago on the eve of us sailing off to Ireland, when we were gathered in front of our fireplace in Nova Scotia. And Elizabeth asked me, so we're off tomorrow, we're going across an ocean, and this is serious business. And I nodded in my last drink before I went to sea. Yes, it is. So Elizabeth says to me, so who's the captain? Now, I should say by background, Elizabeth had a long pedigree as a racer in Lake Ontario, and she's the quintessential racer person, whereas I'm the quintessential cruising dude. The sail is in, out, or halfway. So when she asked me this pregnant question, who's the captain? Being a long-time survival of jungle warfare, I could smell the trap immediately. And without any hesitation, I looked at my darling and I said, well, that's obvious. You're the captain. And I'm the admiral. And we have sailed like that ever since.
I love it.
Like
HMS Pinafore.
And we sailed across the Atlantic to Ireland, 17 days to the Azores, and then a boisterous and very fast trip up to Ireland from the Azores in 8 days. And we didn't have a hissy fit the whole time. Elizabeth had described the whole voyage or the whole passage as a honeymoon, so we decided the honeymoon was so successful, so we formally got married the following year. Anyway, that's my introduction to Captain Elizabeth Christie.
There you go. And what have you guys thought about Marina, Chiapas?
Well, I think I told you earlier, my reaction is positive. I mean, like a lot of these marinas, the write-up about them is like they'll, and a write-up, not theirs necessarily, but some guidebook will say chandlery, this, that, and the other thing. And none of that is the case here. I think the people were delightful. They were helpful. I mean, there are people on the dock to receive us. I mean, we're handy coming along, and mostly we don't have anyone, but it's always a treat if you have someone alongside. They were there. They've been... they've been really helpful, and the whole, checking out business yesterday was orchestrated by them. Mm-hmm. So
they've been super responsive and anything we needed. So we got water, we got propane,
laundry.
We went and got diesel, we got laundry. Yeah, it's just been they've been super, and the pool is a treat. Tiny little thing, but it's just a treat and a fun little social spot at 4:00 every day.
Margaritas were very good.
Yeah.
Too good.
Too good. The restaurant is very good. Mm-hmm. As everyone says, it's expensive, although relative to what one pays on our side for going out, I don't think it's terribly expensive, but it's very, very nice. But
and a very beautiful setting. They've done the grounds are spectacular, and I have to say, compared to most of the marinas that we've been in Mexico, the docks are by far the best maintained.
Probably,
here, by far.
Nice.
I complimented Rolf on that. He said they're doing their maintenance really regularly, and it really shows. It's very nice not to be on a dock that's half sunken and where the boards are all rotten. So that's impressive. Yeah. We did go into Tapachula for a day and went to the mall and had lunch at a perfectly good Chinese restaurant, and
Full of Mexicans.
yeah, and did our grocery shopping at a Walmart. So it was really, it's as North American as this part of North America can be.
What boat is this that we're on?
A Mallow 36
And how long
Classic.
You guys owned her?
Since August.
August 28th.
Gotcha.
So we left British Columbia on October 2nd, and
It's beautiful.
and we're leaving the
Again.
southern edge of Mexico on the 3rd of January.
I'm slightly jealous. You've owned your boat for less than a year and you're sailing.
That was part of the design, and we're grateful for the previous owners' hard work at maintaining it so nicely.
Yeah, our big project was getting the rigging replaced on Vancouver Island before we left, and then getting a hydrovane installed. I think those were the main
ones.
projects. There were a few other things that were done, but
Like new sails.
oh yeah, the new sails, which of course was is an ongoing
Makes a
debacle.
difference. Yeah.
What sail company did you use?
You guys can go down below and have a look.
Okay. I feel like I like this better than an island. Not island. I gotta get Papagrassi.
That's the right thing to say.
Yeah.
We do. Partly because we
Beautiful.
yeah, partly because we actually, particularly in this size of boat, we prefer an aft cockpit.
Yeah.
We came to realize.
I mean,
I
this
can
is
see
the kind
that.
of woodwork that you get. It's so pretty.
It's nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, those Swedes.
Yes, they did that really well.
Swedes, they're pretty. Yeah, the Halbergrassi 36, which is a fantastic boat, and we actually almost bought one. But you just move everything to here, right? So the companionway, it comes down steeper,
Yes, in a cockpit.
and then it comes here, and you've got a bigger aft cabin.
Yeah.
But we've got a totally functional aft cabin. It's massive side to side.
Goes that way as well. So
Nice. Oh
Yeah.
wow, super deep. Yeah. Cool, and good ventilation too.
Yeah, and
Neat.
the hatch actually opens up into the cockpit.
above it, like the cockpit seat.
Oh, wow, yeah.
I was wondering about that.
That would actually give decent ventilation in there.
Yeah.
You could
Yeah,
also
what's so
pop out.
important, as you know.
Yeah, and that's what it's intended for. Actually, is an emergency hatch.
Oh, you guys keep an immaculate boat.
But it's got this quarter deck,
Yeah.
and these seats are great. You know, we usually have our showers here.
Very
Yeah.
comfortable.
You know, one pours a bucket over the other, but
Yes, yes.
but they're very comfortable, and
Yeah.
either for a cocktail at anchor or
Yes.
even at times at sea. And there's really great storage in here.
Oh, beautiful.
I've got our Zodiac all bundled up down there. 3 fenders. There'll be 3 more fenders and,
Wow.
and a big jelly bean going in here.
Wow.
And so lots of storage space there. There's another lazarette in here.
Right.
We have our Winslow.
Nice.
It's sitting under this ditch bag, and it weighs I think 32 pounds or something. It's the sort of thing the airlines use, and
Yeah.
it's a great bit of kit.
Adios, you guys. Wave. Okay, so we are going to Baus for lunch. It's a wonderful little restaurant that's within the marina itself, so you can see all the boats there, and most people that are coming from in town just come down this long road, and we'll show you where it's at.
Super excited and very hungry.
Yeah, very hungry. So this is Baus, and if you get your boat hauled out here, this is where they do it. And if you're just launching a boat, that's where you do it. That's the main office there with the Spanish tile, and the yard right behind us. So we got iguanas, iguana friends. Look at them, there's 3, 4. Look at them go, they're all gonna scatter.
Look at this guy's huge.
Lucky for those who drop in Marina Chiapas, the Baus restaurant is a treat. The cost for a few drinks and a meal are typical US prices, but the food is pretty tasty. We later learned that the owner of Baus also owns a wonderful bakery called La Fogaza, that is in Tapachula. So if you happen to make it into town, definitely make a stop.
Gracias.
Coconut shrimp. Looks delicious.
Here we have tropical chicken. Oh, looks quite tasty. Food was delicious. Ashley's
coconut shrimp I think was more flavorful. My chicken was delicious. The vegetables not as punchy as I would have liked. The chicken with the plantains was delicious. I really enjoyed it. So overall a good meal. And the little bit of salsa that they make up for lunch really is quite nice. Left you wanting more, but not so much that you're overly full.
Food was very good. Now that lunch is done, Travis is gonna hit on the through holes pretty hard, and I'm gonna do some sanding on the rub row, and that's probably gonna be it for the day. We're just happy that we're here on the 1st of January and getting work done. So, yeah. Okay. Adios, amigo. It's hot, and we've been at this for 3 weeks straight. Between sickness and long days. So many times I've thought to myself, I can't do this anymore. And then I usually give myself 15 minutes and get right back to it. But every day just seems like it's getting a little harder and harder and harder. We need words of encouragement, please.
I'm beginning to wonder if my assessment of these decks was wrong.